My apologies.
Our uncle, mashallah. I love you. I watch your videos. It's very happy, mashallah.
No, he's in
You try to be humble.
Hi. We spoke before. No? Oh, sorry. My name's Chris. It's nice to meet you.
No waste of time.
Oh, why would you say that? We spoke before, yes?
Do you accept your God was inside one private part?
So are you insulting my religion now?
I'm not insulting your religion.
Right.
Is Jesus God?
Is Jesus God?
Yeah.
Yes, as many people have said
Wait.
and told you many
So
times.
that God was inside one private part?
Listen. Did Jesus come from Mary as a virgin birth?
I did ask you that.
Did the Quran say that
Do you
Jesus
accept
came?
your
No,
God was
no,
inside
no,
woman private part?
No. Does the Quran affirm that Jesus, Isa, came through Mary as a virgin?
Okay, my question. Let me remind you for everyone. Yeah. He approached me, correct?
Yes.
He approached me.
Well, actually, I
So he's
gentleman.
just to the brother.
Wait, no, you interrupted.
Wait,
I'm trying to speak to this
you're gonna let me
brother.
finish.
And then no, because you're telling lies.
He approached
Don't
us.
tell-
He approached
I
us.
approached this man. I
Yeah,
tried to speak
so
with
he was
this
with us,
man,
he was with us.
And then you said, don't speak with him, he
It's
is
a
a
waste of time. Then you said why?
Right. And then you insulted my religion.
No. You said why I'm waste of
So
time.
why are you insulting my religion?
Look, he's lying now. Because why?
Wait,
Poor teacher
no,
to lie.
no. I
Anyway,
caught you in a
he
lie.
said why. You said why. You said to me why. Are you a waste of time? So I said to you, do you accept your God was inside woman's private part? So now can you answer
Why
it?
do you denigrate women? Because you think that
Great
God
woman,
cannot do
I'm
all things.
asking you, do you accept your God?
Is there something wrong with women's private
That's not
parts?
my question. My question was to you.
No. I'm asking you as a
Okay.
question in return.
Would you?
Because you're trying to
No
insult
problem.
my
What's
faith.
the plan? Would
So,
you God?
answer my question. Answer my question.
He's not answering my question. See?
Is
Waste
there
of time.
something wrong with women's private parts?
Woman private part.
Is a woman's private parts dishonorable?
Nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
However,
In which case, because there is nothing wrong with it, Jesus Christ came through the
so
Virgin
you accept
Mary.
your God was inside woman private part.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So the
Nothing
Almighty
wrong with
God,
that. As you have
the
affirmed.
Almighty God, is woman private has a blood.
I see.
That's woman
Notice
private
how
part has
his
a blood.
argument has
answer me.
nothing to do with
That's
anything.
woman private part has a
It's
blood.
merely insults.
So that's woman
He
private
cannot
part.
answer the question.
He's going off. You're gonna run away. Don't run away here.
I'm not
That's
running.
woman private.
I'm standing still, right here,
That's
in
woman-
front of you right now.
Wait. That's woman private part has a blood.
Why are you obsessed
I'm
with
just
women's
asking you.
private parts?
I'm asking you because you could.
Why is he obsessed
it's
with
not me,
women's
I'm
private
obsessed.
parts?
You could inside there.
You mentioned it in
You
this
could
entire
was there.
debate.
You
I
could
have never mentioned it in this debate.
It's like
He
that.
has mentioned it and
You
has
got-
mentioned nothing else.
Bro, do you believe
Why
you?
are you obsessed
That's a
with
good
women's
question.
private parts?
Because you
It is a
God.
good question.
Good question. Now you can answer it.
Yes, please.
Okay. Because you God, he was obsessed with one private part to go inside.
Well, I think
Allow me to
you're
finish.
obsessed with women's private
Allow me
parts.
to finish.
He
Allow me to
is
finish.
obsessed.
Allow me to finish.
He keeps
Your
talking
God,
about it.
Your God, the Almighty, the
Yes, he
All-Knower, the Greater, the Holiest.
Yes,
Who is
the
inside,
true God.
Yeah, okay. Who is
Okay,
inside?
yes,
I don't
yes.
believe that. It's a fact.
Of course, you don't believe
Who is
it.
inside one private part?
Does the Quran not confirm the Injil?
Brothers, can you listen my question? Do you
Notice
accept?
how it's
Listen,
nothing but
Do you
insult.
accept? It's not insult that you believe.
Listen, I've already
insulted
given you
Oh,
an
sorry.
answer.
He took-
I've already
so you
given you an
accept-
answer.
So wait.
But he wants to denigrate the Christian faith.
So you accept?
This is the sign of a man who has no
insulting
argument.
So you are saying?
Let us make an argument.
No, wait.
Let us talk
Let me speak.
like men, like intellectuals,
Okay, can I
and
speak?
talk and
Intellectual.
not denigrate each
We
other's
believe
faith.
God, the greatest,
Yes.
was inside
yes.
one private
the
part.
one who
is
can
about
do
intellect.
all things.
Are you meant
The
to
one who
accept?
can do all things.
Okay.
Can God come through the Virgin Mary? Can
I
God
speak
do
now?
that?
Can I speak now? Yeah?
Yes, answer the question.
Okay. Before I go to that.
Okay,
Before I
before
go
you
to
answer
that.
the question. Okay. Go on, finish.
Are you gonna let me finish? Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you tell
Shamsi, you've
truth
never
and you don't lie.
stopped.
Okay. Now you're gonna cut me off if I don't.
If you lie.
According to you, not
If
to
you
me.
lie,
According
yes.
to you, not to me.
Keep speaking.
Okay. Now you said to me, I'm obsessed with the woman private part.
That's all you've mentioned. Is that a lie? Is that his whole
Let me finish
argument
when
this
he's scared.
time?
I know Bob is scared before he pushed you and he pushed you in the deep hole.
I will stand there and
Push
speak
you
right now.
He pushed you in the
Right
deep hole, yeah?
now.
So my question
Chris,
was
do
to
you
you.
want me to come in?
My question
No,
was
no,
to
no.
you. My question was to you.
Yeah.
My question was to you.
Go on.
The reason I'm asking this question, and you say it's insult, how you believe something which you believe is an insult? If you say it's an insult, let me
I don't believe it's an
let me
insult.
finish.
You believe it's an
No,
insult.
let me to finish.
Because you're lying,
You
Shamsi.
said to me I insulted you, but I didn't insult
Do
you.
not lie, Shamsi.
Let me finish.
Finish.
Can anyone see that he's not let me finish?
He is
not stopped
obsessed
it,
with
Shamsi.
talking.
You've not stopped.
He's
You've been
scared
talking
because he keeps
continuously.
cutting me. That's why he's not letting me finish.
You've been cutting him
He
as
keeps
well.
cutting him. I told Bob,
Yes,
you know
you
to be
did.
a
It's
Bob
on
the
camera.
liar.
I literally
Bob,
got
you
it
are
on
known the
camera,
fact to
bro.
be Bob the liar.
Literally got it on
Now
camera.
my question was to you. You said to me it's an insult. Therefore, what I was doing, I was just stating your belief. If you think you believe, which you admitted, you believe it's an insult. Therefore, when you put preaching in the park, you believe it's an insult. Your God was inside one private part, mixed with the woman the blood. Let me ask you a question. Would you put the woman blood in your face?
Let me explain. He
I'm
wants to
asking you the private
denigrate.
part.
No, stop
Listen,
tuning in,
listen,
Shamsi, let him
listen.
talk.
I let him speak. He is trying to denigrate the Christian faith by implying there is something
Brother, there's
wrong
money here.
with women's private parts. There is nothing wrong with women's private parts. It is only in Islam that they teach you there is something wrong with women's private parts. This is why they are obsessed with denigrating the Christian faith, because they don't have arguments. There is
Calm
nothing
down,
of
Sam.
intellectual
Calm down.
substancy with Shamsi.
So
Only
finish.
denigration. Only denigration.
The point here
Give
is
an intelligent
it's my time
argument.
now. It's my time. He's talking about intellectual arguments, yeah? Okay. And now he said, I'm trying to denigrate his religion. I'm not trying to do that. I'm stating your belief. If you think that is disrespect, so therefore you have to state, yes, I believe my belief is a disrespect to mankind. Because I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just stating what you believe. You believe the Almighty, the holiest, the greatest, the creator, the almighty was inside the woman's private part mixing with the blood. We respect women. We don't believe woman's birth is a punishment. That's what you believe. We believe
Then there
woman's
is
blood.
nothing
wrong
Allow me to
with
finish.
God coming
Allow me
through
to
Mary.
finish.
Thank you very
Allow
much.
me to
Don't
finish.
believe that,
Allow
Shamsi.
me to finish. Yeah, you believe in suffering. That's why God got to make us. The birth of the woman is a suffering. Okay. Allahu Akbar. You know. Now listen my
They are
question.
spoiled.
Now question. You talk about intellectual, yeah?
Yep. Let's have an argument.
No problem. Is God greater than anything?
I think God can do all logically possible things. Can God do all logically
That's a good
possible
question,
things?
yeah?
Yep, there you
Now
are.
he's asking about God.
Yeah.
There's difference between what God is
Yeah.
and what God does.
Okay.
Okay. What God is what is God, which does not change. Meaning that God is the greatest all the
Yes,
time.
he can do all things, yes?
No, wait, before that. Differentiate between the two. Between what God is
Right,
and what God does.
right.
What God is,
Right.
what we're talking about here,
Yeah.
is not what God does. We're
Right.
talking about what God is.
Okay, sure,
Okay?
sure.
So don't mix between what God does and what God is.
Okay.
You with me online, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
What God is.
Yeah.
Do you accept? Let us have a common ground, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you accept God is the greatest all the time?
God is the greatest conceivable being.
I'm
He can
asking
do
you.
all things that are
I'm just
possible
asking
and
you.
conceivable.
Okay, is God
I've answered you.
No, is God the greatest all the time, yes or no?
God is the greatest conceivable being. I keep giving you this answer. You don't like my answer.
Okay, is God
Can God enter his creation?
Okay, wait. Let me ask my
Can
question.
God enter his
May I ask
creation?
my question?
I asked.
Jamal, no, I'm speaking, Jamal, yeah, don't move. Yeah, Jamal, listen. Is God perfect all the times?
God is perfection, yes.
I did ask you, is perfection.
Is Allah
God-
perfect all the time?
I did ask you that. Is God perfect all the times?
Is God perfect? Yes.
All the times.
God does not sin.
I did ask you that. Is God perfect
So
all the
what are
times?
you getting at? What is your argument?
Brothers, is God perfect
I-
all the time?
God is perfect,
Allah
yes.
Akbar, look,
I have
Christian is
answered
struggling.
it, and you have simply keep
God-
re-asking
God
the
is
same
perfect.
question.
So
I've answered your question.
Okay.
Now answer mine.
No,
Can God
wait,
enter his
no,
creation?
we have
Question
to,
for
no.
question,
We
Question
have
for
to,
question.
No, you can't just tell me God is perfect. Now we have to test
No,
if
if
your
you
God
won't
you
answer
believe is
my
perfect.
question.
When God become a baby, was it the same God who was
Let me
perfect?
explain. Let me explain.
I'm just asking
Let
the
me
question.
explain.
Okay, explain.
I will explain the incarnation, basic Christian principles that you should know by now. That God as spirit, in a temporal point in space and time, he took on the fullness of humanity onto
Amen.
himself. This is basic Christian belief, and yet Muslims at the park don't understand it. This is a da'i, and yet he doesn't understand the basics of the Christian faith because he doesn't care. He intentionally abuses language and abuses the Christian position to make a mockery of it.
Amen.
That is not an intelligent argument. That is what a coward does when he cannot engage.
Okay, finish.
Now
No,
answer my question.
no,
Can
no.
Allah enter his creation?
No, wait.
Answer that question,
Answer the
Shamsi.
question.
No Muslim is disturbing. You know what it's a sign of being scared and afraid.
No,
He answered the question. It's
Now,
a simple question.
now.
Answer the
God,
question,
it
Shamsi.
is illogical,
answering.
irrational.
Not answering it.
I'm answering now, if you listen carefully.
Okay, cool.
Yes, because what you didn't answer my question. You digress from my
You
question.
said, is God
I'm gonna-
perfect?
no,
I
no,
said
no,
yes. You said, can God come as a
Let me
man? I
finish now.
explained
That's a
Christian
sign of
belief.
scared if you keep cutting me.
Because
Are you-
you're
you're not
lying,
Muslim, are you?
Why are you
Shamsi.
frightened to
You're not
engage
Muslim,
You're
you're not
lying,
Muslim.
Shamsi.
And he can see you keep disturbing me.
Shamsi, you're
Not
lying.
anyone else.
Why do you
So
lie?
are you gonna let me finish?
Speak the truth.
So if I'm
Do
a
you
lie,
understand?
so everything I'm gonna say is a lie?
What you have just said, that
No,
I have
because-
not answered your question,
You haven't
is
answered
a
my question.
lie.
I'm gonna show.
You said, is God perfect? I said yes.
Listen,
You said, can God come as a man? I explained the basic understanding
so
of
we're
the
I'm gonna
incarnation.
expose that you're
Now
right.
answer my
I'm gonna-
question. Can God enter his creation?
Can I speak now?
Answer.
No,
that
you
question,
you said to me, God is perfect. And I told you before you asked the question, when God become a
Why
baby,
is he not answering?
when God become a baby and someone changes
wants to
nappy,
run through
was he
his
the
script.
same God who is perfect?
He has a script, and he's
I'm
going
scared.
through his
He's
script.
scared.
He cannot do an
Imagine God,
impromptu debate.
someone changes his
Question
nappy.
was, can
Imagine
God
that. And it's
enter his
intellect.
creation?
Are you mentally disturbed?
Answer your question.
Now I'm going to ask the
Answer the
question.
question,
Can God
Shamsi.
answer?
What is this?
Can God answer his creation?
not a
Why
debate.
is he not
Okay.
answering my question?
See what I'm saying? So,
Can God enter his
Can
creation?
God-
For the fourth
I'm gonna
or
answer it
fifth
now.
or sixth
I'm gonna
time?
answer it.
Answer.
It's
Second
illogical,
point, try
irrational,
again.
impossible. Why?
It's impossible.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why?
God
cannot
Can I
enter
finish?
his own
Do you know why?
creation. We
Do
finally
you know
got
why?
an
Do you know
answer.
why?
It took
Do you
him
know
that
why?
long. Go,
Because
give me why.
God is greater than his creation.
So he cannot
Let me
enter
finish.
it.
Let me
He is
finish.
bound by
Let me
it.
finish.
He is
Let me
not
finish.
God.
Let me finish.
End of.
Let me finish. If
Done.
God enters creation, is his creation limited or not?
So he doesn't descend.
Wait,
Is
is
God's
Allah on
creation
his
limited or
throne?
not?
Is Allah on
I'm
his
asking you
arsh,
now.
on the
Answer my
throne?
question. Is
Go on
God's
then.
creation limited or not?
His creation is limited, but he has all
No,
authority over
no,
his
wait.
creation, and
If-
heads can enter it.
if God enters creation, if God enters creation, therefore you God is smaller than his creation.
No,
Does he
my
just
God
say
can do all
Shamsi?
Around
things.
him. You see, for example of that, you are using a logical fallacy here, which means it's like someone telling you, can
It's not
God,
philosophy.
can God,
What about the
fallacy.
veil of light,
It's not-
Shamsi?
Philosophy.
it's not
What about the
illogical.
veil of
You're
light,
using
Shamsi?
philosophy.
He's not letting me finish.
I'm just asking you a question.
I'm telling you, you used it.
A
Listen
logical
carefully.
fallacy.
Fallacy.
A logical fallacy.
Irrational fallacy. No, wait. Irrational fallacy.
Okay.
Which means that you try to say, is it possible for God to exist and not exist at the same time? Answer my question.
No, that is not what we
So you
mean
are
when we say
limiting
that
God.
God is the
You are
greatest
limiting
conceivable
God.
being.
He's limiting
Listen,
God.
I was very
He's
careful
limiting
with the
God.
language I
He's
used.
limiting
I
God.
said that God
Shamsi,
is
you
it.
asked the
Listen,
question, listen to the answer.
I was very careful with the language I used. I said that God is the greatest conceivable being that can do all logically possible things. God cannot cease to exist because then he would not be God. God cannot lie because then he is a moral deceiver. We do not believe that God is a deceiver.
It is
That
in the
is
Bible, by the way,
lower
it's in the
than the
Bible.
greatest
That's in the
moral
Bible,
being.
by the way.
Is Allah a deceiver?
God deceiver.
Is Allah a deceiver?
Now, can I finish?
Is Allah the greatest
Can
of
I speak
deceivers?
now?
You haven't answered
Can I
my
speak?
question.
You keep digressing. He's not
Is-
sticking to the main points.
Is Allah on his throne?
No, what is our main point?
Is Allah on his
Our
throne?
main point is said God at his creation. My
Answer the
question was to
question,
him,
Shamsi.
why are you disturbing, bro? Are you scared?
Answer.
Bro, if you look,
Answer.
there's no Muslim disturbing here. Wallahi, they're scared. Look, 4 Christians. Record them. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many Muslims?
How
20.
many Muslims?
None of them disturbing. So 20 Muslims, no one disturbing. 4 Christians disturbing. Bob, I like that smile. That smile shows what? I know you're defeating him.
Shamsi, this is
I
a
know you're
great.
defeating
This is
him.
pontification.
I like that smile, bro.
It's
I know you're
pontification
defeating him.
and
I know you're
obfuscation.
humiliating
I'm
him.
only the cameraman
Let me go
because I
back
know
to the
you'll
main
run
point.
away if I
Let me
stand
go back
there.
to the main point. The main point is, you said to me, no, Akhi, you said to
See,
me,
he
look,
doesn't want me to join.
are you shouting as well, bro? You said to me, let me take you back to your question.
Right.
Can God enter his creation?
Yes.
I said to you, God's creation is limited there.
Yes.
And God is greater than his creation.
Yes, so?
allow me to finish. If God enters creation, he'll be limited by his creation,
No.
which God against his nature to be the great all the times.
It
I
is
answered
under
the
your
question.
assumption
No, wait,
to answer that.
Wait.
How
wait,
can God be
wait,
limited by his
wait.
creation? He is above his creation.
But if he
So
enters
he has
his
all authority
Wait,
over
wait.
his creation and he's not therefore limited by it
One
by
second.
enjoining it to himself.
If you enter to this cup,
Amen.
If you are inside this cup, and this cup encompasses you in everything, are you bigger than the cup or the cup bigger than you? If you are inside the cup,
Christ is the
Are you asking
fullness
that? No,
of
no, no,
God
I'll
in
ask you that.
humanity.
I'm asking you.
He
No,
is
no, no.
spirit and
What's your name,
flesh
by the
at
way? I
once.
forgot your name.
Is
Chris,
air
Chris,
inside the cup
Nice
and
to meet you.
outside the cup?
Chris, let me ask you again. If you are inside the cup
air inside
and you
the
are
cup and
inside the
outside
cup
Right, that's the course.
and you are
That's the course.
the cup encompasses you in everything. You know what encompasses mean?
You know that there
No,
are
no, no.
gases.
He's
Listen,
not asking-
listen.
I'm not asking about
listen.
gases.
No,
You're not British
let me
gas, are
give
you? Are you British
You
gas?
would give me.
I'm
what
not
are
asking
you
about
talking
gases.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
asking you about
Shamsi,
if
you've
you
lost
are
the plot.
inside the cup.
You've lost the plot.
He-
Let him
He's
answer
talking
your
about
God
British
inside
question,
one
gas.
part, but
Shamsi.
Listen,
one plot.
Shamsi,
listen.
let him
I'm
answer
asking
your
Let me
question.
answer
what
your
you-
question.
I'm asking you a question.
Let me
If
answer.
God
So
inside
why are you
the
talking
cup-
about? What are
Because
you
he's
talking
not
about?
answering.
I'm trying to answer it.
He's
I'm just
answering.
trying to
Are
answer.
you gonna answer it?
I'm saying to you this. There
Because
are many
he
ways
knows
in
you're
which.
weak. That's why he's
Listen,
coming in.
listen. There are
He
many.
knows that you're not answering it.
Shamsi,
That's why he's
can I
coming
answer
in.
the question?
Let him answer
Can I
your
answer the
question,
question?
Shamsi.
There are many ways in which you can be encompassed in a cup and outside of the cup at at the same time. Gas does this naturally.
No.
There are many clear analogies you can give of that happens.
That's not-
I don't need to tell you
I'm
how
asking you a
God,
question.
the greatest
I'm asking you a
conceivable
question.
being,
Chris,
has authority
Chris,
over
Chris,
all
Shamsi,
of
stop
creation.
interrupting.
Chris, my question was to you clearly. Chris,
I
if you are
answered it.
inside the cup, you.
I'm not God,
No,
Shamsi.
okay. So
Do you
if-
not understand?
If God's inside the cup, if God inside
Is
the cup,
God spirit?
No, I'm asking you. If God inside the cup, God, you know
The
God.
immaterial,
I'm not talking about God.
the transcendent,
No problem.
the
If-
all greatest.
He's not asking. Or greatest.
Yes, God is
No,
the all greatest.
woman- wait. Mary is greater than God. She was bigger than him.
Why are you insulting again?
That's your belief.
What do Christians say that?
Alhamdulillah, you know
What
insult.
Christians in this park?
Okay.
What Christians in this
Wait,
park have
okay,
said
wait.
that?
Wait.
No Christian in this park says
Can I
that.
show
It
you
is an
say it?
insult.
Can I show you say it? Wait.
Why won't you answer my question? I've answered your
I'm gonna
question.
I'm going to show you. You believe.
Why won't you answer
correct
my
me if I'm wrong.
question?
What's your
Correct
question,
me.
Chris?
My question
Correct.
is
You believe
Allah on
your
his
God
throne?
Answer the
Answer the question.
Shamsi.
Above his throne.
It's above his
Yeah,
throne.
above his creation.
Aboveness is a property of creation.
No,
Allah
it's
is
not.
like
No,
his
it's
creation.
not. It's not.
End of. End of. It's as simple as that.
Anyway,
Defend that position. Defend the position that Allah is
Watch,
like his
watch,
creation
watch,
because he
watch.
is above his throne.
Watch when a Christian use.
Aboveness is a part of space and time.
Okay, wait.
Why is Allah a part of space
You know
and time?
when a Christian use.
Answer.
Bro, you know let me finish, bro. That's disrespectful.
I'm actually
Don't
interested in what
pick
he's
a
going
fight
to
with
say.
the crowd.
I'm not picking a
I
fight.
haven't picked a fight.
Because non-Muslims disturbing you, a liar.
Listen, speak
Because a liar.
speak truth and talk to me.
Biggest lie, let me speak truth. Now let me speak now, yeah?
Shamsi, all you've done
If
is
this
told lies.
creation, and God is above the creation, He's not inside, He's not surrounded, He's outside the creation,
Right.
above the creation.
Which is a part of space,
Wait, let me finish. You know, let me finish, brother.
Okay, come on.
Let me finish.
Come on.
If God's outside the creation, how on the earth you said how He's like the creation? When you believe God was inside the woman private part of Mary, and Mary is bigger than her woman.
Okay.
Let me finish. Mary is bigger than her private part.
if
Therefore,
Allah is in the
if
burning
God
bush,
was inside the woman private
if
part,
Allah is in the
therefore
burning
Mary was
bush,
bigger than him at that time.
what
Your
is
God is
he?
not the greatest. Do you understand that, by the way?
No, my God is the greatest.
Take over,
My God, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Shamsi,
Don't run, don't run,
waste of time.
don't run. Waste of time. You haven't answered my question.
Bro,
Listen. Allah is above his
Waste of
throne.
time.
Allah is above his throne and therefore he is a part of space and time.
No, it's not.
To be above something is to be a part of space and time.
No, we need to start time.
Aboveness
Okay.
means that you have a positional point and another positional
Positional
point, which is a
references
part
are
of
created
creation.
things.
Allah is like his creation.
Okay, wait.
Positional references
Define
are
time.
created
Define time.
Yeah, watch. Define time.
Time is inherently related to space and a part of the fourth dimension.
No,
That's
no,
what we mean
amen.
by time.
No,
Simple.
time.
Now,
let
Allah
me
is
speak.
using time as a part of his own attribute
Wait,
that he
wait.
relates to.
Wait,
That is contradiction.
Wait.
Wait,
Listen. Now, you clearly don't understand. How we
Then
calculate.
tell me.
I'm going to teach you, of course. Because remember, I'm going to.
Go on, Shamsi.
The supremacy of Shamsi, right?
God of the Bible is Almighty God.
Why are you shouting?
Huh?
Why
Why is he shouting? Why is he
I love it,
shouting? Why is he shouting?
Now, when you speak about time, we utilize the sun to calculate the time, do we?
Well, we used to, yeah. Well, yeah, we do, yeah.
We say we used to.
Yeah, well, we would look at
We
where the
don't use the
position of
sun
the
anymore.
sun is. We use
The sunrise and
sundials.
this.
Sundials.
Anyway,
it was an
listen
sundial.
carefully.
Shamsi.
Listen carefully.
Yeah.
Now,
We used to be
listen
like-
carefully.
Yeah.
So now, this time is not something which is an entity outside. A time is a concept that we utilize to calculate our time. A time is not walking the street. Hello, it's me, my time. Understand?
time real?
So wait. So now, when it comes to time, there's two types of time. There's a time which is related to God's actions.
Right.
And there's a time which is created, which we utilize galaxies and space to calculate the
Okay.
time.
Is that
Now,
second time
finish.
uncreated?
Let me finish. Let me teach you. That's a problem with your Christianity. Let me finish.
To teach me, you can't run away.
Let me finish. He's not even finished.
Come on.
Oh, Guillaume,
Stop going on
Shamsi,
monologue.
You've been
So
interrupting
above, when
constantly.
you say above doesn't mean creation. Understand? Above Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, above his
It just-
creation.
it just sounds like it means
Wait,
that.
it's
Yeah.
not. Because why? Al-Fawq mean Allah is above his creation. Allah is not inside his creation, not outside his creation. Above his creation mean he's outside his creation.
Right.
Is that
Is the
finished?
throne created?
He's above it, not inside it.
Is the throne created?
He's above it, not inside
But
it.
if he's above it, he's above a created thing. Therefore, he is
So
positionally
what's
relevant
that
to
problem with
creation.
that? He's not a problem with that.
Because Allah is describing his position, and position
Wait.
requires space and time.
What is the problem for God to be above his creation?
Because his creation is a created thing and he is above it.
Wait.
that means he is a relative to his creation.
How is it? He's above.
If I am above a tree, am I in creation? Yes.
No.
Because the tree is creation.
Are you above the creation, all of it?
If I was above it, I would have to be a part of creation.
No. Are you above the whole?
That's the contradiction.
This is the question.
Yeah.
Allah's throne
Yeah.
is above the
Right.
whole.
Is there space outside of creation?
Let me finish.
Is there space outside of creation?
Let me finish. Allah is above the throne of Allah, which the Messenger
Yes,
explained, is above the whole creation.
Right, but it's not. Then it's not created.
Let me
Then
finish.
is it uncreated?
Let me finish. Wallah.
Answer.
It's hurting him, That's why, when it was he knows I'm making
Don't
sense.
pontificate. Shamsi, I just want an answer.
Allah's, of course. Allah's arsh. Yeah,
Is it created or
easy
uncreated?
with the dalimun, they are dalimun, not easy with them. Barakallah. Dalimun transgresses.
Am I transgressing?
Yeah, okay. No, transgresses, not unnecessary. My point here is, I don't understand how man like you is struggling to grasp that the throne of Allah is above the creation. Allow me to
Okay,
allow
but
me
you
to
still haven't
finish.
answered.
You keep cutting me. If I walk away, I'm going to
Because you
scared
haven't
of you.
given me an answer.
You are cutting me. Allow me to finish.
I'm going to be very patient
If
with
you
you.
cut me, I'm going to walk away.
Okay, very patient.
Be patient.
Very patient.
All
Very
right.
patient.
So it's irrational for a Christian man. His brain is able to grasp God was inside woman's private parts, mixed with the impurity, and his mother, Mary, she was bigger than him. She was beaten. She was changing his nappy, smacking his backside. That you believe is God, and it's easy to understand it. But it is hard for you to understand. Look, the contradiction, yeah. But it's hard for you to understand. Allah's throne is above the creation, and Allah is above everything. Not Allah's below anything. Allah is above everything. But it's hard for you to grasp that. But it's easy to grasp. The Almighty God becomes smaller than the woman's private parts.
Let him reply then.
Okay, now thank you. Very patient. Now, he said that his throne is above all things, all of creation. Is the throne created or not?
Throne is created, yeah.
What? So how can the throne be above all creation if the throne itself is creation?
That's a good
The
question.
throne is a part of creation,
And Allah is
of which
above-
Allah is above it.
Yeah.
So Allah is a part of creation.
How is above
Simple.
it?
Simple.
Excuse me, is this a cup?
Yes, if you're above the cup,
No,
is that created?
No.
Is that created?
No, wait.
Yeah.
Imagine there's nothing exists.
Okay.
Watch this, Akhwa. Imagine nothing exists
Okay.
except the cup.
Okay, sure.
And I'm above it.
Yeah.
I'm inside the cup.
In order to be above
I'm asking
something,
you,
you have to be inside space and time. Space and time is a part of creation, and hence Allah is a part of creation.
Before the creation exists,
Right.
before God created the creation,
Right.
with their creation.
Well, there wasn't a throne according to you.
No,
you said
I'm
it was
asking
created.
you. Before the creation,
Right.
before God created everything,
Right.
according to your belief,
Yeah.
was there space?
No.
So who is God?
God is in the eternity of his own nature, his own
No,
spirit.
there's outside
His
space.
own essence.
So why
Outside- he's transcendent and outside of space, yes.
So he was outside space.
Yes.
So when he created the creation,
Yes.
therefore he created the creation outside him. Correct?
Yes, it's called.
So he's,
This is a doctrine of ex
no, wait,
nihilo,
no,
the creation
let
out
me
of
finish.
nothing.
Let me finish.
teach you a little
Let me
something here,
finish. Let
Shamsi.
me finish. Yeah? Now you said before God created the creation,
Yeah.
he was outside his creation. Then I said to him, okay, was there space? He said, there's no space whatsoever. Yes.
The space
No,
and time is a part of creation.
Okay,
yes.
no problem. So
Right.
when God created the creation outside him, is he still outside space and the creation?
Right, creation
I'm just
outside of
asking you, when God created the creation, did he create it outside him or he created the creation inside him?
Creation comes from God, but it was created from God out of nothing.
I know
It is the
it's from-
doctrine of ex
I
nihilo.
understand, but was it outside his when God out
Out of nothing, all things. Listen,
brother, listen carefully. When you make a car, do you make a car inside yourself or the car is outside you?
this is irrelevant to the point.
It is because if God was outside the creation,
Right.
and you said to me, when there was no creation,
Right.
there was no space, and there's no
Right.
space, yeah?
Right.
So I'm saying to you, the way that before Allah created the creation,
Yeah.
He is the way of His Majesty. When He created the creation, He's
Right.
not part of it, He's not inside of it.
But he is,
No,
according to the Quran, because you said he is
Right,
above
yes,
his
yes,
throne,
right.
and his throne is
No problem,
created.
listen carefully.
Therefore, his throne has to be inside
So,
space and
watch,
time,
watch.
and Allah, therefore, is above something
Okay.
spatially in
No,
space
it's not.
and
In
time.
space and time. When God created the creation, did He create the creation above Him or below Him or next to Him?
That makes no sense, because before God created anything, there is such a thing as space and time.
So He was
basic
outside.
stuff.
So when He created the creation,
God is outside space and time.
He's
But
out-
according
no,
to you, Allah is in space
I'm
and
asking
time
you,
because
it's
he
not,
is above his
it's not.
throne.
Listen carefully. When God created the creation, this creation, is it inside God or above Him or below Him?
Creation is not spatially
I
relevant to
did
God
ask you
because God
that.
is
I did
outside
ask
of
you that.
creation.
Okay.
But according to you, God
playing
is
around.
in
Wallah, take care of
creation
yourself.
because
He's playing.
Allah
He's
is above the
asking it. No.
throne.
Listen carefully.
I think you've lost, man.
Chris, Chris,
doesn't have an
that's
answer.
what exists.
Could any Muslim help him?
Chris, that's what exists.
I can help him.
Wait, that's what exists.
You might have to.
Chris,
You
that's
might
what
have
exists.
to. Does
That's
God
what exists.
exist? Yes.
Okay, that's the
The
creation.
true God, the triune God.
Watch me. Does the creation exist?
His creation exists. Yes, we're
Do
standing
they
here.
exist separately or with each other?
They are related to each other because God is the creator of all things.
So God
However,
isn't the creation.
God existed outside of his creation.
So
Yes.
it's outside creation.
Yes. But you believe
Well,
that
take
Allah,
yourself.
you
Well,
believe.
right.
Oi, where are you going? Where are you going?
Don't run, don't run.
Shamsi, you need to put your
He's not
shoes on. Oh, you
making
got
no
your
sense.
shoes on.
He's not
He's got his
making
shoes
no
on.
sense.
That's his
Brothers,
running
shoes
shoes.
on.
Brothers,
He's got his running shoes on.
Chris,
Good running shoes.
Good, good.
Remember, I'm
Very-
bigger than
very
you, God.
good shoes.
I'm
Very
bigger
good
than you, God. I'm bigger than you, God.
No, no, you're not.
Wallahi, I'm bigger
God
than
is
you, God.
above all things.
Okay.
The true triune God is bigger than
Listen
all.
carefully.
Because he is the way, the truth, and the
Who,
life.
Jesus or the Father?
And he is not dependent on his
Before
own
you go to that,
creation.
before you go to that,
Like Allah is,
Before
because
you
he
go
is
to that-
above his throne.
it's about creation. How it's outside creation.
You said the throne is created,
But it's outside it.
but he's above it. If you're above your throne, you have to be inside space and time to be
Okay.
above something.
To be above something.
Yes.
Okay, it's outside creation. Watch, watch.
Above is a positional relationship that is described in space and
No,
time.
it's absolute. Not relative.
Above is absolute.
Yeah, because why? God's
Explain that to me,
aboveness.
explain that to
Because
me.
God's
Shamsi will run if I can.
Allah is above the
Shamsi will run if I can.
God's aboveness is absolute. Yeah, watch before we go. Watch this one. I'm gonna finish with this.
Go on, go on, go on.
God's aboveness is absolute, meaning God is not a creation, it's relative. No, God's aboveness is absolute. Now my question to you, will God create the creation again? Was it inside him or outside him?
All of creation has its origin in God because
I
God is
ask
the
you that.
creator.
No, was it
That's-
outside
that's
him or inside
exactly,
him? No.
That question
Will he
makes no
create the
sense. Let me
Take
explain.
over yourself. Bye-bye.
He won't give me the response.
Hey, Shamsi, don't
See you,
run.
Shamsi.
Shamsi, don't run.
See you, Shamsi.
Don't run,
Ah.
Shamsi.
Muslims, think about this. They won't answer basic questions about their belief. Why won't they answer these questions? Why are Da'is running away? These are basic questions about theology, about Islamic theology, about your Aqidah, and yet they won't answer it. Why will they not answer it? They won't answer it because they don't have an answer. This is the shame of Dawah in this path. Muslims, think about your belief. Any Muslim wants to tell me the answer to this question, come and we'll talk. But your Da'i ran away. That is shameful behavior. Shameful behavior in this park. Absolute shame. Absolute shame. That's it. Do you want to put the camera there and then wrap up on both? What? Put the camera next to.
Right, it's that Jesus. Hey, Muslims, it's that Jesus. Come on, man. Look at them man worshipping.
Right. So I just had I guess what you'd call a debate with Shamsi Gonzalez. He had his running shoes on. They were very clean. He obviously just bought them. But listen, we debated about Allah and how Allah supposedly is above his throne, above his arsh. But the problem with that is that to be above something is a claim about being somewhere in space and time. To be above someone, or to be above a tree, to be above a cup, to be above a chair, you have to be positionally in space and time. Allah makes this claim for himself, therefore he is admitting that he is in creation. Shamsi admitted that the arsh is created and Allah is relationally positioned accordingly. He is above it. That means that Allah is in creation. This is a refutation of Islam. It's an incredibly basic argument, but Muslims can't give a good answer. This is the state of Dawah in the park. Come to Jesus Christ. We don't make claims about this. We understand the proper way of knowing God, and we don't make silly claims that the Muslims claim. God bless. Have a good day.
Chris, do you want to go over, get feedback on that debate in real time? Shall we just go to this fence and do real time feedback?